messed up. I messed up. Fuck. I did the thing! I did the thing. I forgot to set up the game. Alright, set up the game. I'm not gonna come back from this one. It's horrible. Anarchy and NB, how's you guys even? I'm tired. But I figured I wanted to get at least something in before I... Look, after this week's over, there will be no more streams until my birthday. So I at least want to try to get something in. Dang it, actually scrapped my stupid lockpick. And my torches. Over. Over. Hey, good job there. When's the barking day? That is... the 26th. Very soon. So I don't think I didn't catch what you said there. Yeah, and I'm not really looking forward. Oh my god, the video broke! Okay. Now I can... I can see. There's a part of me that's thinking it'd be funny to try to clear out the gnomish mines because doing Mechanist gnomish mine clear is absolutely absurd. Frankly, it's one of the dumbest things you can do in this game. But yeah. I'm just doing what I can do. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how doing a Mechanist speedrun is gonna go. Mostly just because it feels a little bit sus no matter what I do. Okay, need Olympic swimming. This poison is actually gonna manage to kill me, isn't it? Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, frick! That's all more spiders than expected. Frick! Frick! Shelob! I didn't know Shelob was in there. That actually might have been a good one if I didn't just die to Shelob. Or bubbles if you're afraid of spiders. Not those who know. No, those who know the lore know the lore. And I know the lore. Is my throat feeling any better? Eh. Honestly, a lot of the pain is in my upper sinuses, I feel like. So it's kind of like, it's like right behind my nose. It's a shame that fire breath can't be cast really fast. Why am I doing this? Oh, echo. Call out today, cause why not? Well, I hope that you're not hurting yourself at all financially. But still, nothing wrong with taking a day off. No, unless you're a millennial, in which case, you know, what's wrong with you? Why are you taking a day off? These are the best years of your life. Why would you take a day off? Like, come on. Think about the GDP. Think about the poor CEO unable to pay for another lake house because you had the audacity to take a day off. Nothing wrong with this. Think about the shareholders! Of course it blesses my crossbow rather than my apron. The crossbow is the thing I'm probably gonna want to use the least. And the number of times I have been in this exact position. Oh no, I drank the cursed water, and now I can't move. I sure hope nobody takes advantage of the situation. then gets impaled by a skeleton. Classic barony moment. You guys know how it is. Wait, what if the number don't do up? What? Yeah, what if number don't not go up? Again, think of shareholder sign. I really gotta remember to not. See, the issue here is that I don't set up enough of my But like, doesn't it just make you so happy seeing all those CEOs do so much better than you? Isn't it just like the greatest feeling ever? What am I? Kayaks, look on us, even. I try. Yeah. No, I just say it regularly because I see people saying it a lot. I just think it's funny. Bah! So one thing that's really nice about early game Salamander is you can take advantage of the fact that Fire Breath just kind of is a little bit OP in the early game. It, however, does not do everything for you. Alright, let's try something else. This clearly is not working. I gotta admit though, there's this part of me that is thinking, not race, not class. Maybe shaman could work. Look, the main way the salamander is balanced is the fact that the only way to gain mana up to a certain point is you basically gotta do things in a not normal way. You cannot gain mana in any normal way early game. Okay, this is clearly not working. I'm dead. There's no way we're surviving this. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Thank you for the dollar, Radical Leo. Also, start now, Ellie. Welcome, how's your day, man? Hey, how's your day, man? Welcome. And Diablo, how's your day, man? From how this game looks, it looks like one of those fetish games. See how hard the RNG can fuck you. I didn't even censor it that time. That disappoints me a bit. Stupid bats. See, the shaman's really good. But that requires the shaman. You'd actually go somewhere with the shaman, which takes a long time. Okay, you know what? Maybe if I... Okay. Here's the strat. Here's the strat. So we start with rat form, which is gonna be particularly difficult because this is gonna require me to What are you doing? Kill him! Oh fuck. Okay, we're down one. Okay, this did not go well. It's the rat strat. It's the rat strat. It's an important strat here. But frankly, it matters more than any of them does. Okay, yeah, it costs... It sucks because I'm at that stage where it's really hard for me to break even on MP when I fight enemies. And I don't know if I get the bonus MP every time an enemy dies like I normally do. So this could just end up being this awful scenario where the only thing I really have going for me is the fact that I get some NP every time I use Fire Breath, and that's it. It's kind of disappointing that the shaman doesn't start out with any leadership at all, because you can't even recruit any allies. Over. Yeah, that didn't work out. Yeah, no, normally Fire Breath isn't that expensive. The problem is that it's like when you're in the early game and you only have so much, because like its cost depends on how much MP you have. And that's kind of a difficult thing to deal with, because, you know. Okay, we killed Troll. And I didn't lose all of my rocks, just one of them though. I kinda miss when rocks didn't break. I'm gonna be honest, that's like the biggest nerf that the shaman received. They gave rocks durability. Not like you wouldn't expect that to be the nerf that it was, but it was. Yeah, nah, man, it'd be like if they made it to where the poison staff doesn't do damage anymore. It basically turns into why even bother playing shaman? Yeah, but the issue is that you basically start out with virtually zero defense, and your options for magic are kind of limited. And the game does not give you many options for ranged attacks either. Then you can't really start doing melee until you unlock spider form at level 3, so it turns into a lot of stuff there. Any words for players who have to turn on the arachnophobia filter to turn spiders into cops? I say get over it, okay? We're gonna dump a bucket full of spiders on your face just to help you get over arachnophobia. Wow! I don't even know what to say to that. What is the freaking 360 no scope me? Jeez. Alright. Alright. Friggin'. What's with this skeleton gotta be so mean? See, that's how you do it right there. Alright, Siege. Number said use that toggle. For what it's worth, crab mode is adorable. Oh yeah, and then like any fire-based stuff does not matter at this stage of the game. Okay. Not dead yet. But my options are basically non-existent now. Oh well. Nah, I'm the funny one. Over. Okay. Okay. Still not gone to a... Oh wait, frick, I need that shaman mask. Yeah, I'm not using it now, but... What? Alright, fine. We're doing classic. We're doing this classic style. Oh, frick. Algernon's definitely in somewhere around here. You don't see that many rats around without seeing a rat king, you know? Don't look up what a rat king is. They are terrifying. It's like a bunch of rats that get stuck together because all their tails get made into a big knot. Yeah, like a bunch of rats basically get tangled into a knot. It's horrifying. No, because where their tails are. I'm gonna be honest, I think out of all the new races they added, I really like the salamander. I know it's probably really typical for me of all people. But at the same time, I don't care. Yeah, no, it's just some horrifying stuff right there. Also, Algernon is one of the few barony mobs that was given the privilege of being made into a plushie. I have that plushie. I actually don't remember how many were made. What if I still have the tag for it? Either way, it's nice. It's very, very cute. Very kawaii today. I definitely am wondering what the current strats are for speedruns in Instruments of Destruction. So I'm thinking what I'm probably gonna end up doing is... Oh my god. I hate bats so much. Out of all the enemies in this game, the bats are probably the most frustrating because they are very dangerous in the early game. There's basically nothing in the late game. It's freaking bats, as you expect. Yeah, I got a little too confident there. Remember, Mr. Troll is a thing to be respected in the early game. Right, that time was even. The bats need correction. Yes. Hold on, is it cursed? It's not cursed, okay. I almost made a mistake. But it wasn't a mistake, so I didn't make one. It really is just one of those things where either... So the issue I kind of have is either I go into like early game... Either the early game's hard or the late game's hard. Like I'm kind of stuck wanting things to work out in the early game, but then I kind of end up not really having many options in the late game because I kind of play as a melee class, and melee classes aren't really good against the liches. But any kind of magic class is a bit too slow burn. The map form is kind of useless at this point, because Because rats are hard enough to find as it is, and... What happened to not once you do find them, it doesn't really matter. And now my rat friend is about to die. See, and that's another issue. When you recruit rats, they just kinda... They're less rats and more hamsters. Welcome. You get the baby with jet ski here. Cheer, teamwork. Okay, yeah, I don't think that the, I'm pretty sure that Fire Breath does not give you NP when you use it on, when you use it as anything other than a salamander. Just kind of upsetting, honestly. There will be safes coming in this as well. Okay, there will be safes coming. She's been watching a lot of YouTuber music videos. That's funny. Wonderful. Wait a second. How is it not the shaman's shot to just basically skip floor 1? Then just kind of power your way through the gnomish mines. Get a lightning staff using your poison staff, and then just snowball. How did I not consider this as an option sooner? Yeah, no, I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. Again, I can't believe it. Lots of run in there. Lucky I didn't get hit again. Now I gotta go kill some trolls. Okay, this is probably as good a setup as I'm getting for the time being.
My pet hungers for human flesh. Lies with heaven's place immortal.
Besides, I should probably just start speed running hard. Like just ignoring everything, not even trying to level. You gotta get like bare minimum levels as is. Cause this is just where we're at. Hate it. Hate it so much. Bye, Yanakos. Oof. Oh, my magic staff just isn't cursed anymore. You know, it's honestly a little bit frustrating. Just how little you sometimes get out of these. But hey, we made it to level 6. I'm gonna just try to conserve my magic staff as much as I can. You know, not having a and I'm only level 4 right now. So, I'm guessing, I'm kind of still debating on whether or not I should go for inform or if I should focus on troll farm. Both have their benefits. Both also have our issues, but that's something another. Yeah, that might have actually made my helmet stronger. We're getting some good fountains here. Okay, I'm actually gonna quit main menu. Gonna restart that so I can get a better time on this floor. I have... well, at least 2 lightning stabs, so this should give me a couple of levels. Yes! I will teach that child how to cheat in games. Besides, I'm doing this for the achievement. I'm not exactly doing this because I'm not here for honor. I am here for achievements. That didn't last nearly as long as I was hoping it would. Alright, now I have troll form. Now I can make all the troll friends I need. Pretty good odds this isn't gonna get me anywhere. But hey, you never know. Listen, some statistics exist to break your heart, okay? This can't be helped, Yaba. Oh, fuck, I gotta make this quick. That was close. Okay, I should probably call it shortly, or get out of here soon, cause we're kind of. I'm pushing it as is. 'Cause, as you guys may assume, levitation does not last forever. Okay, I think that's as much as I'm getting out of this. You know what though? I got a lot out of that. Did not end nearly as poorly as expected. Jeez, the spellbook of maximize. But really haven't gotten any good spells so far. I don't think this is going anywhere. This run is feeling kind of trash. Ooh, spellbook of minor heal other. Yeah, I don't think this is working. It's not going well so far. Like, level 11 isn't terrible, but it is kind of, eh. No, it's more a matter of, like, if this is even worth doing, if this is even worth continuing the speed run on, because I'm at, like, 14 minutes, and I gotta beat the game in under 45. That is, bosses gotta be dead by 45 minutes. And the speed at which I am doing this is underwhelming, to say the least. It's like the more I think about it, the more I just think Mechanist really must be the solution. Lead bolt. Kinda useless to me. Yeah, I'm restarting this. That isn't sinister. I hope it goes well. And thank you. It is appreciated, honestly. Even if it might be a bit until I decide to use it next. Alright, then. I don't really know what the solution here is, then. Maybe crack? Like, Barbarian's one of the more interesting races to do this with.
Another mortal landmark to the south. Best of luck.
Mostly because you start out with basically invincibility for the first couple of levels. You know, until your MP goes too high, then, you know.
One that hungers for human flesh.
Then your invincibility is gone. See, but then you get like stuff like that. Like they just took out a troll just like that. It did not matter. So I don't know. Okay, that did not help, but that was my greed. That was my greed getting the better of me.
Someone new. Best of luck, mortal.
Thank God that didn't hit the merchant. I have no clue what I'm doing now. whatever. It's going okay, I suppose. Again, the main hope is that we're just gonna be able to manage. Okay, that's a lot of throwing knives.
This far.
If they're not cursed, that is very good. But they freaking ate my ring! Like, it just... That sucks! That might be a run under. I'm gonna be honest, that might be a run under. If it can't be killed through normal means, just throw a bunch of knives at it. I mean, trading a single ring of might though for like 80 knives, it's not the worst transaction I've ever done. That didn't make much of a difference anyways.
Someone new.
Yeah, no, for real!
Best of luck.
The whole box of assorted knives! See, one of my favorite parts about playing as a salamander is the fact that you're technically not weak to fire, but you're also horribly weak to fire. Because you're gonna set yourself on fire constantly. Kind of ironic, you know, you can breathe fire, but you keep setting yourself on fire with the fire that you breathe. It's like on one hand you take less damage, on the other hand it's like almost constant tick damage. And I don't know what to do about this. I will still stand by, however, that the breathe fire is an extremely useful spell. Parash, you obtained. This is actually a very... That's like a potential run maker right there. Of course, knowing me, I'm gonna find some way to botch this, but that's neither here nor there. But it's worth it. Probably be doing better if I actually like... healed. And maybe, occasionally, if I was feeling a little kinky that day, blocked. I know. Blocking, that's just the unheard of. Unheard of for a frontline class in barony. I want to try Mechanist again. Look, I want to make the Mechanist speedrun happen. Mostly because I think it's more doable than I think we may give it credit for.
Well
Please, no more minotaurs. That book is a very good example of why women learning how to read was the worst thing to ever happen to civilization. There's Gabby! Welcome! How's it even? Yeah, but this is a run. Severe lack of petite or short stack armor. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like being able to play as a short version of all the races would just be based. I can't find the exit. This is not very good. Kinda bad that at least one of your favorite NSFW artists is a continuation of your favorite comic. Oh, that's cool to hear. Don't think anyone's gonna complain when their favorite NSFW artist decides to keep making more NSFW. Got destroyed. Fuck. I was just about to restart the level 2. Look, I ain't above safes coming. Anyways, I think I figured out what to do here. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna collect the artifacts. Like I'm gonna use the gnomish mines for like my initial gains of
Best of luck.
magic scrap. Wonderful. Do I just start over? But yeah, you can mulch those things for so much scrap, it's not even funny. Like the amount that you can gain out of just going into the gnomish mines, and rather than using the artifact helmet the way the game intends you to use it, you just turn it into scrap. And then you used it to make a bunch of noisemakers. And yet I'm still playing floor one the way I usually do.
My pet hungers for human flesh. Be wise with letting this place sit.
Okay, make a backdrop. Okay. Not quite as much magic scrap as I was hoping to start off with, but ish. That'll do. Not much. So now time for me to do something profoundly stupid! Hey, speaking of doing things that are profound. She stole my lantern! She freaking stole my lantern! She had so many things she could have stolen from me. She freaking stole my lantern! Gotta love how much of an absolute woman moment the succubi are in this game. Alright, time for me to do something really stupid. See? Very stupid. Very, very stupid. Did not end nearly as well as I was hoping it would. I don't think I'm doing much here. I don't think this is gonna work though as far as speedrun strats go. Cause there's just not... They're not dropping nearly as much as I was hoping they would. And I feel like I'm losing more than I'm gaining out of it. I guess I may as well go in for a round 2 and see what happens. Ironically, the magic scrap is easier to get a hold of. how's it even? Later, Bush. Oof. The worst place to be. Where the job applications are. I think I might be getting a little bit better at clearing the gnomish mines mechanist style though. The main issue though really is just the overall speed of it versus how much you actually gain from it, which is like... Okay, 6 levels. I could have sworn the gnomish mines had more gnomes in them. Like, I could have sworn I had times where I did that run and got like 100 gnomes in that one room. Like, yeah, there were so many gnomes.
Best of luck.
Bruh. Yeah, I freaking get sent to Gnome Compton. Gnometon. It's freaking awful. Next thing I know, freaky, I get caught up in the middle of some freaky gnomish gang war, and it's just terrible.
Best of luck.
No, and they're just like, yeah, I smell cheapum, and then like, you know, just and that's that. That's what happens. No, cause fun fact, and then they mug you, because gnomes can smell that you have gold on you. This is an actual fact. It is canon. Gnomes can smell gold. And then it just kind of turns into a bit of a, what did they mean by this? No, for real. What did they mean by this? I am very confused. In fact, the first copper wire was invented when gnomes were fighting over a penny. is very important that we know our history after all. Our very, very gnomish history. Okay, jeez. It's always the gnomes. Was I actually still a little bit drunk even after? Dang, I was so drunk. Even when I reincarnated into the next life, I was still a little bit tipsy. That's like the worst possible outcome right there. Man, that stuff that the gnomes make is real strong, jeez. Where's my wallet? Just like me, for real. Nah, once again, it's what I get for being such a lightweight. You know, I got a pretty decent set here, but like, I don't think this is gonna work nearly as well as I'm hoping it will. Because I got a lot of extra, I got more magic scrap than usual. However, I don't think it matters because I took too much time. Just why is it always mimics? I have a bad feeling. Yeah, like this 4 minutes thing is kind of doesn't feel sustainable, for lack of a better way of putting it. Wait, do walls cause the fire to curve? Because if so, that's actually a very useful tech right there. Okay, one of my sentry bots is basically broken. Not an ideal setup. Okay, we were off to a good start, and then just that happened. Okay, now I think it's collapsing. And that's what I mean. That's the hard part. The hard part is making sure that the gnomes don't absolutely just destroy you when you get in there. You know, something else here.
Well,
It's very difficult to have enough tinkering skill to be able to actually to be able to do what you're expecting to do. Thank Project in there. I hope you didn't lose your streak. You missed some of the clips of all time yesterday. Some wild stuff happened. You know, I'm gonna be honest, fire breath plus bear traps is honestly pretty strong. I really should just be doing this, honestly. Because I don't think enemies can just casually move through each other. I think they can just get in the way. Just saying, because I didn't get any decent results out of it, at least. At least against gnomes, it's pretty good, because, now, unlike skeletons, I can actually set gnomes on fire. Insert joke about, you know, gnomes and ovens, I guess. Well, that was a little on the nose, don't you think? It was. She saves the cost of not feeling like one of those born-again virgins. I'm sorry, Lindia. I didn't know that you could just watch a clip of a VOD to save your streak. That kind of makes it feel a little bit less special in a way. No, not that I'm throwing shade or anything. At least, not a ton of shade. But you know, this is you know, I wonder from a management perspective if it would just be easier to have like a lot of bear traps. Caught on a wall, it typically ends up killing me. And the best part is, that really is just something I need to account for. actually noticed about the skeletons that make them a bit harder than most other enemies, at least early game enemies,
Bypass hunters.
is that unlike most enemies, they don't cower.
Space
Which makes sense from a lore perspective. You guys, fun fact, the skeletons in this section of the game are actually, well, their whole thing is that they are, they're being directly controlled by Herx. No, the current main villain. You know, I think that it actually does bounce off the walls. That is a very interesting feature of the spell that I did not know. You know, I'm gonna be honest, Fire Breath is probably one of my favorite spells that they added. Since they since the Instruments of Destruction update went live. And again, maybe it is probably just because, you know, Salamander. Alright then. Nice maker. It's always something that gets me in the end. Like, you can't realistically kill the gnomes that easily in the first run. But it is what it is.
Best of luck.
That always feels good when you manage it. It's not too bad so far. Yeah, no, you can just straight up curve it around the wall. Okay, okay, that is it. That is a revelation. That is a revelation. We can just curve fire breath around the corner. That is disgusting. I'm still somewhat hesitant to record LP because it demands just a little too much. I got an emerald. I should probably sell it before I end up losing this store. Cause I mean, it is a store. It is a general store, and I don't get this opportunity often. Now, are they gonna try to sell me something? Unless he's just gonna buy up all his food, because we need food. Mechanist is in a playstyle. I'm simultaneously invisible. And blind. It's like a metaphor. When you can't see others, you can't see yourself. It's like really deep, okay? Even I'd be surprised if you didn't get it, okay? It's really deep. Like super deep. Really deep. So turn on the flashlight of introspection. The depths that we are going here. Dude, curving fire breath isn't actually ridiculous, isn't actually goated strat. I don't even know how else to put it. Dude, we could probably kill JFK with this. Okay, that might have been a bit much as far as jokes went, but you get the point though. Sorry to not be too active today. Travel preps and costumes. No worries, Lizzie. No worries. Never feel like you have to be involved, okay? We enjoy lurkers in this household. I forgot that bats were just somehow not immune to the almighty bear trap. Oh fuck. I hate bats so much. They freaking, not only do they attack you, but they also make you start bleeding.
This far.
6 spellbook of light. I don't think I'm actually gonna use it though, cause look, lantern is an aesthetic like any other. Would be nice if radiant form did make you move faster though. I hate it when the trolls are smart. He kept avoiding it! Like, what was I even supposed to do? I was not keeping track of my HP.
Underwater landmarks.
Now you listen here, Farmer Jack. I've become functionally deafened to most emotion at this point. Therefore, I am incapable of breakdown. That you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. It's just the truth, though. Alright, I feel nothing at all. It's just been one of those weeks. Vengeance, China. You know, I don't really have much to say there right now. It's just kind of, a bit same old right now. For what it's worth, though, my favorite genre will always be people having really dumb takes about China. Like people who sit down and act like China is a country that just has it all together. They understand. Now you're just like, it's great. So what is Amalur? Amalur? Amular. Uh-oh. Alright, where's Algernon? I like how if you encounter Algernon, you're basically guaranteed to get a, They're just guaranteed to get radiant form. It's so usable for the gnomish mines. are they? I guess? I don't know. Look, guys, you gotta understand, I play my games for the genre. I am beast and genre pill. Limbic swimming. You need to be able to swim faster. I'll be honest, Fab, I bet I used to sick about takes 5. Ignore the takes, Anarchy. Or just tell me what the takes were and we can laugh together. Cause you know what? I enjoy other people's drama. Right, I love nothing more in this life than a thread that just could have been left to DMs, but wasn't. Because somebody just really needed their 15 seconds. Bonus points if it's somebody who says, I really don't like drama. Then immediately gets into drama. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this. I think somewhere down the line I may have lost the plot. May have. I can't really guarantee anything, but still. What, you like the original Tomb Raider games? What are you, a woke DEI? Dude, seriously? Is that a for real take? Unironically? Is that an unironic take there? This isn't somebody who's just, you know, like... Like, this is a for real person. Making a for real statement. My side could never purity spiral. We're on the right side of history after all. Okay, well, Mr. Spellbot was useless. I think I need to just move on. I've done as much as I can, and in all honesty, this is as good as it's gonna get. It's like our medicine guy just kind of fell a little bit too hard for the, you know... Misogyny's hilarious, guys, come on! It's like the funniest thing ever. Like, the guys who... Like, they kind of fell for that meme a little bit too hard there. I'm a paladin to play that Mars on the right side of history. Though, for what it's worth, misogyny is hilarious. Make no mistake, but... That can't be the only joke, however. Like, seriously, you have to have more than that, though. guess more so they just kind of went so far into that joke that eventually it turned into just them unironically hating women. So don't get me wrong. It's not hard to do that. Yeah, you know, eventually you just kind of, you know, keep saying stuff like, you know, wouldn't it be hilarious, guys? And then it starts getting way too specific, and we're just asking... Alright, so what are you into? And frankly, we were wasting our time even asking, because, it was very upfront. Unfortunately, people just don't realize sometimes that, they are grifting. Like, the hope is that one day they do figure out that they have their own grifts. But the truth is that most people don't really realize these things. Ugh. Not too surprising it's how it turned out in the end. Yeah, to be honest, the hardest part of the speedrun of this strat is really just the fact that it's... Mechanist is a slow class to play as. Well, you gotta remember, anime is just is DEI slop. Okay, it's just how it is. Hey, come on, guys, we're on the right side of history here. Don't you want to be on the right side of history?
My minotaur is hungry. What a pity you should be here.
Hey, well, that didn't go nearly as well as I'd hoped it would. Anarchy, just try to take care. Maybe try to ignore some of the people that you're dealing with. Seriously, you can't argue with these people. There is such a thing as being too far gone after all. One of the best lessons you should always take actually from arguing. It's that it's basically impossible to convince a person that they are wrong. Like genuinely, people are just not wired to admit that they are not absolutely 100% correct on the subject. I don't know if people did run throughs of the scheme before seeded existed. You know, maybe that's the strategy. Maybe I should look for a decent seed. Let's see if I can try that for a change. I want to teach on this who are too far gone, know they're wrong, but they can't admit because they spent too long believing wrong. It's like, you know, like one thing I've kind of learned over the years is that you gotta try to keep yourself measured when it comes to things. Like, it is so easy to go insane these days. Like, I mean that. And you start, like, seeing stuff that ain't real. Like, it gets bad sometimes. Like I have... You just see stuff, man. And the worst part really is that there is just nothing you can do, and the troll freaking killed me. Just hate it. Let's take a look at some... I'm gonna look up seeds. Because you know what? I'm just trying to go for the speedrun achievement. I'm not trying to do legit speedruns here. Let's take a look at some seeds here. Also, the AI overview is saying that seeds came with the Instruments of Destruction Part 1. That is wrong. Seeds were actually added with the Eat My Hat update, which was well before Instruments of Destruction. Maybe I'll look on the Barony Discord, see if maybe over there they got some stuff. Dead by Snoo Snoo. Yeah, no, and people just don't realize that stuff will mess with you. Like, there is genuinely a point where you have to chill out. Yeah. My save has gone after reading the Funny Island files. That's exactly what they wanted. I'm just saying. Ooh, hold on. This one says 80% sure there's 3 funny bones on floor 1. For a mechanist round, that's actually very useful. I'm gonna give that a shot, actually. Okay, custom seed. 7, 8, 1, 5, 9, 2, 4, 6. And I guess to see if this works. Anything in my sermon if you missed talk about so yeah, but I kind of feel like a lot of those Epstein file things were kind of, I think the intention was they were supposed to kind of mind break everyone. I'm not opposed to the theory that the Epstein file's primary purpose was to basically just get everybody primed for like significantly worse atrocities down the line. Like, we're not even at the tip of the iceberg yet. Alright, it's bad. It's gonna get worse. Heck, I think we're gearing up for the big reveal that Epstein was alive all along. Reddit is never the same out there. Well, that's because Ghislaine Maxwell isn't running Reddit anymore. It just wasn't the same after she left. Yeah, no, I am completely at that stage now where I'm just like, look, Epstein didn't kill himself because he's probably still alive. You know, and it's like, you know, on one hand, I'm joking. On the other hand, I kind of expect it now. Now it's just gonna be a grand reveal, like, you know, Netanyahu lets him know that his greatest spy is still alive. And it just destroys everyone. But that only happens after the New World Order takes over and there's nothing you can do anymore. He's probably in the Middle East or Africa eating Siberian. No, he's on the other island. Well, you didn't think there'd just be one island. You didn't think a guy like Jeffrey Epstein would have only one island. Alright, that's like... Yeah, that's like only having one sports car. Okay, what is he, a poor? I don't think so. He's not a poor. He would never let himself be so low as that. Bro's chilling playing Fortnite. Yeah, nah, he's just going back to his roots. Maybe a little Roblox when he's feeling particularly spicy. Yeah, would Iron Man or Batman have only one suit? Like, come on. Yeah, no, I think I can safely skip the Gnomish Mines. That put me ahead a lot on scrap. You're not lying. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, but we gotta wait for Big Yahoo to come out and announce season 2. It just turns out that the island was actually just a giant... was actually just a, what is it called? Was actually a reality show all along. Listen, can I believe that Beffrey Epstein is still alive? Yes. Can I also believe that some guy who just so happened to have his account who just so happened to stop playing Fortnite around the same time that Jeffrey got arrested, kind of made a bit of a meme about, you know, Jeffrey Epstein and claiming that his account belonged to him? Yes, I can also believe that as well. I choose to believe the infinitely more entertaining scenario, however. Then it is infinitely more entertaining. Horrifying to imagine, yes, but also in the sense that, like, you know, we're just kind of rolling through things now. Like, yeah, the world is slowly exploding around us. If I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry. And I feel like I need to cry almost every day. As long as we pray to Big Yahoo, we will be spared. Yes, exactly! Exactly! Remember, pray to Big Yahoo tonight. Remember who's really in charge. I feel like I'm glowing a little bit too hard here. Dang it, at this rate, everybody's gonna start asking where the guns are. what if the island was to make all the bad actions necessary to make a huge bad karma magnet and suck all the bad karma out of the world? That way leaving all politicians to be as much corrupt as they want. Ah, dude. They're doing it so they don't end up getting, like, attacked. They don't get, like, cursed by Vishnu or whatever it is that the Hindus believe in. Or the Hindus believe in. That's a really dumb theory, but it's probably correct. It's just, it turns out that it's freaking Indians. No, it's a, you thought it was a different conspiracy? Nah. Nah, we're just... This is some guy in tech support. Stranger conspiracies have been proven true. Man, maybe... maybe the... Alright, listen, like, maybe... Maybe Nation of Islam was correct all along. Maybe we really do just need to... Don't say it! Guys, the solution is clear. We need to start Agartha maxing. Do it for Yakub! For Yakub! We need a solution, a final solution, you can say. Do it for our glorious creator! I tried teaching Aizu's mom about Yakub. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to teach people about Yakub and be taken seriously. They just can't handle the truth. I'm just trying to be real. Cause I ain't fake. the ignorant wish to be this way. Oh, I had no clue. I just think it's hilarious. Especially the part where I just, it's like trying to sit down and just give the full lore. I mean, you have to like, it's hard to talk about it without having to bring up the whole, the hyper war and all that. It's difficult. Requires so much self-control. Self-control that I do not have. The Finno-Korean hyper war. It's important stuff. It's gonna be on the final test. Hanzo! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. I am saying things that I probably shouldn't be saying. But hey, we're here, so I guess we're doing it anyway. I speak only the truth. I speak only my truth. It's not new. It's not new. Look, I'm just saying what needs to be said. The important things. Alright, this isn't. I'm not making bad time, it's just a slow burn here. Ah. Wax. My favorite. To keep up with things, okay? It's really difficult. Bah! That size of boulder. I'm gonna be honest, the hardest section of this game is the labyrinth. Like, once you, like, I'd say the swamps are manageable. And the ruins are actually pretty easy. Extremely. And the mines are, well, it's just the first section of the game. So, of course, it's gonna be like simultaneously really hard and really difficult. Nah, don't worry, don't worry. I don't need karma. That religion is fake. But I know, I just lost my indie. I just lost all of my Indian viewers. I'll be honest. I don't think I care. Reddit is fake. You take that back. Alright, you listen here. The updates are the only thing I have. Ah, fuck, the bear trap broke. All I have in this life is updates from Reddit. Or kind strangers who give me gold. Or whatever else Reddit has. Reddit is awful. The worst thing ever. What do you mean I really would love Brave New World, Kovan? Yeah, the Frella Reddit. You know something that I always found really funny about Reddit? It's like, Reddit is probably one of the worst things to ever happen because of the fact that like it's impossible to find any opposing ideas on Reddit. Like the site is designed in such a way to ensure that anything that doesn't toe the line gets removed. Like, I'm just saying, it's kind of ridiculous. Captain Jill, Optimus, thank you for the follow. Yeah, but the, what's it called? Sheesh, that was close. He was a good soldier. And he deserved it. yeah, Reddit has its utility, but like, the site is just designed in such a way to just create the most toxic possible environment. Pretty much guaranteed, because I do not see how you make the site not toxic. Like, the design of the site promotes toxicity because it fundamentally beats down pretty much anybody that isn't towing the line. And it's just not cool, okay? It's just not cool.
Another water landmine or so.
Also in game, also it's really bad for like, I think, gaming communities, because I think Reddit is the patient zero, if you will, of the toxic positivity movement.
All the best.
Like, if I've gotta make the statement on where I think toxic positivity originates from, it's 100% Reddit. I can't think of anywhere else it could come from. Like, the fundamental design of the site basically ensures toxic positivity. Because you end up with people who are just downvote you because you because you dared to criticize something. And it's bad nowadays. Helldivers 2 subreddit comes to mind. Huh. Funny how the Helldivers 2 subreddit popped up in there. That was totally unintentional. I would never, ever consider the Helldivers 2 subreddit to be a toxic place. It's welcome, Dennis. How's it even? Reddit and middle managers.
Well, good luck.
Oh, I don't think it's just Reddit. I think Reddit, though, I think Reddit is at least in part responsible for a good chunk of it, though. I think the internet would be a nicer place if not for Reddit. They doxed the guy for the challenge. Oh yeah, no, I remember that one. That was gross, man. Dang it. It's always the second funny bones that gets me in the end. Oh god. But for what it's worth, I feel like Twitter's kind of reached critical mass of just how awful the site can be. Who am I kidding? Nothing today. I haven't changed about Twitter. The Twitter up today is the same as it's ever been. An absolute cesspool. You always get the Elon bros going and acting like you know, he saved Twitter. He didn't really do anything realistically. I don't know, I think it's a bit over. I think they tend to overblow just how much he did for the platform. This is not a good run so far. It's not how I expected to go. I always forget that the sentry bots are extremely dangerous to you just as much as anything else. See, and that's what matters most, Gabby. But it's worth, I'm not even on Twitter much these days. Cause I'll be right with you. Do not care for the platform. But like genuinely do not care for the platform. Welcome, Axis, sir. I'm not making progress in this run very well. Yeah, it's about what I do as well. Honestly, my thing is also just I just don't see the point of the platform most of the time. Like, if you have more followers on Twitter than anywhere else, as a content creator, you should feel at least a little bit dirty. This is getting out of hand. Now that oh frick, my bad trap book. You know what? 3 parachutes. I'm not gonna complain. Yet somehow I still keep running on metal scrap. This is just how this game is. Kinda, sort of, but not really the worst thing ever. I love it so much.
The Minotaur is coming. What a pity you should be here when he arrives.
Dude, what the frick? That was an awful situation there. But the part where we got hit by a giant spider and a bunch of other unrelated stuff. Yeah, no, it was very Australian. it's all of it then. Also, yeah, no, guy was right. Three funny bones. Floor one.
Hunters from your flesh. What a pity if you should be here.
Kind of terrible, kind of also the best thing ever. Actually, maybe the run here should be... But I immediately make the run. But yeah, I can't get to those spots until after they wake up. It's weirdly difficult to wake them up sometimes. At least intentionally wake them up. Alright, guys. Are you ready to see a bad decision? Actually, wait, do I have... Okay, I can craft one more backdrop. This might make this possible. Excuse me, what? I didn't think the sentry bots could be charmed. Well, the good news is that I don't have to worry about luck because this is seated, so... It's that second skeleton that always gets us.
Someone new.
You know what the saddest part about that was? I just wanted to verify it. That there were no succubi present. And there weren't. Well, I mean, there was one, but you get the idea. Did not end the way I was hoping it would. Alright then. Like, I just figured she'd just get curb stomped the moment that she walked in the room. Instead, she charmed one of my sentries, and while she died, well, the sentry was still not mine at that moment. happens too often. Succubus are scary early game. Mostly because they tend to do a lot of damage and Charmed is a massive threat. They're still below Incubi when it comes to strength though. Alright, firing line is functional. Yeah. Now it doesn't matter what I do, huh? Because my gyro bottle just bring him back home afterwards. Mother. Just yoinking everything I can. Still doesn't end quite as well as I hope it does, though. The effect that items just catch on fire. I think that might be one of my favorite parts of this update. Well, I misclicked anyway, so it didn't matter. I actually made one too many center bots, which made me run out of scrap too quickly. And that was kind of its own issue. If you're a warlock, there's an amulet that lets you summon an incubus instead of a succubus. Oh. So if you're gay, right? Don't worry, we don't judge. Verbally. No, we only judge in the way that matters. Typically, by quietly, just behind your back, saying things. You're not gonna hear anything. But you are gonna be a little bit just like, oh. Well, I just figured that's what the amulet existed for. You know, Gabby, not everything is about you. Sometimes it's about Atari. What? Dang it. I think we lost the, No, I guess it'll have to work. I don't know if we needed all of it anyways. Oh, and I don't have enough to make the, that extra... Oh yeah, I also needed some stuff so I can make a, make bear traps, cause bear traps are very important when you have to kill gnomes. When you decide to play in Gnomish Mines Tower Defense. Believe me when I say, it is a very difficult way to play the game. Okay, so I'm gonna make no bear traps. Got it. Got it. Went surprisingly well. Perhaps my strategy was the issue in the past. Typically it is. And somehow still not enough to break even. I need more gnomes. Or trolls. Trolls also work. And to be honest, I kinda wish that the noisemaker had proper durability rather than the current setup where it just instantly stops working. I like it when the trolls get all confused as to what to go after. It just kind of makes it funny. Because they don't know what they're doing either. Okay, I think I basically cleared the path forward. Alright then. I think that's basically as much as I can do right now. And now I can make spellbots. Alright, and we're on 10 minutes. Which is honestly not good considering we're only getting 6 levels from it. And kind of, I mean, I guess we're kind of up on scrap, like, not bad enough that I think it's worth it. I think the mines might be a skip. I'm just gonna start speed running. Like we're just gonna skip most of the floors now. Yeah, that's been 3 hours since the. I should probably call it soon myself, because it is getting late, and unfortunately I am employed. I seem to have lost where that exit was. fun game. Especially if you hate yourself. Which I do. Come second gonna look, I'm assuming. I keep getting worried that I like accidentally skipped the thing here. I did the thing. I did the thing where you forget to grab your sentries before you go to the next floor. And now you're down a couple of sentries. Okay, so I go from here. What do you mean I lived? Guys, it's Conan!
See this far.
Dude, the barbarian. I think. He wasn't wearing a shirt, so I assume it was the barbarian. Because as we all know, guys who don't wear shirts are barbarians. This is simply how the world works. can short king barbarians not exist, Gabby? Is that how it is? I really should just use the exits like normal. This is a very good example of I'm basically required to go through the secret level. +1 AC lantern. I can't complain, but I can't be happy either. It's not what I wanted. Ugh, 16 minutes only on floor 9. This is not looking good. Yeah, this is gonna be a restart before deal right here, cause not having the best luck. Doesn't help that I didn't get the Olympic swimming amulet, which is also going to cause a lot of problems going forward. Okay. I think it's 6. Okay. This is the other one, Anarchy. You said in chat. What about women who don't wear shirts? I think that's illegal. Or at least it's not too hard to get in trouble.
What do you hope to accomplish down here, mortal?
It's always something. Anyways. That is all for the night, I guess. Apologies, tonight probably wasn't the most talkative stream. But, it is what it is. I don't know. Bah. I feel like I can always do better, but whatever. Not very good for a yap stream, but at any rate, tomorrow, assuming I'm up for it, tomorrow will be more the exploit. I think I'm gonna give the way to Hakureisha in the night. Over on Twitch and on YouTube, probably just Mizu, just to make things easy. A lot of people up today. Don't want to give to Mizu. At any rate, yeah, but Phoenix Point tomorrow. And after that, I'll be taking a bit of a break until my birthday. But I guess with that, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So, good night.